Hello friends, welcome to Insight Learner. So in this video we shall discuss the Johor written test, that is round 1. So basically the round 1 includes the two set of questions which includes the programming. So basically in case of programming there are 10 questions, and similarly there will be aptitude which will consist of 10 questions. So first we shall discuss the first part of written test, that is programming question. So we shall see how to trace the program and find the output easily. So basically they do not give the options for the programming, and you need to trace the code and write the correct output in case of written test that is conducted by Zoho. So we shall quickly see the first code that is asked in the Johor written test. The code is like such, which includes the function that is mixit followed by the main function. So whenever we are tracing a code, we need to begin with the main function. So you can say first we shall begin with the main function, that is the char word of equal to coded message. So it means that initially the word is given which is coded message, in which C is capital, M is capital, rather everything is in small letters. So we are going to write word equal to coded message, and next thing is that it calls a function that is mixit of word. So here you can see it. So there is a callback to a function that is void mixit. Then after that we have a character star s, which means that the s is a pointer which is pointing to a set of characters. So this is the word which includes a set of characters, and you can say that the s is pointing to the characters. So then after that the length is initialized to 0. So initially length is equal to 0. So now we have while loop. So initially it enters into the while loop and it checks whether the s of 0 it is not equal to null. So which means the end of the string. So this is the string, and then after that after e, which is referred as the end of the string. So here it is not denoted, that is slash followed by 0, but you need to understand that the end of the string is nothing but it's a null, or you can say it is the end of string. So initially you need to consider s of length is 0. So s of 0 it is not equal to null. So you need to check whether s of 0 is this and whether it is equal to null. No. So they have told in the code that is s of 0 is not equal to null. So which means that condition is true. Then it enters into the while loop where the length is incremented. So this is, you can say it's a post increment. So len is 0. So then length is incremented. So length becomes 1. So then again it enters into the while loop and checks whether s of 1 is not equal to null. Again the condition is true. Again length is incremented and now length becomes 2. So again s of 2, that is this s of 2, it is d, it is not equal to the end of the string, or it is not equal to the null. So you can say that the condition is true. Again you are going to increment the length. So now again length is incremented, and which becomes 3. So again s of 3 is not equal to null. Again the condition is true. So again length is incremented. So it keeps on incrementing the length till the length becomes, that is the string. So you can say s is the characters. So when it reaches the null character, then it will come out of this loop and enters into the for loop. So we shall increment and check. So when length becomes 11, so 11 is the character that is e. Similarly 11 is not equal to null character. Again condition is true, and finally length is incremented. At this condition length becomes 12. So the length is 12, which means it will reach to end of the list. So after 11 we have a 12, which is nothing but it's the end of a list. It is the end of a string, and you can say it is a null character. So whether s of 12 it is not equal to null, condition becomes false, because s of 12 is nothing but there is no character, and which refers to the end of the string, and it is equal to null. So the condition becomes false, and therefore it enters into the for loop. So now we shall trace the for loop. So initially int I is equal to 0, then I should be less than len minus 1. So here we have found the length is equal to 12. So 12 minus 1 is 11. So you can say 0 is less than 11. Condition is true. So then char t is equal to s of I. that is t is equal to s of 0. S of 0 which points to the first character of the string, which is referred as a capital C. It is a capital C. So then after that s of I is equal to s of I plus 1. So which means, so again next thing is the s of I is equal to s of I plus 1. So s of I plus 1 is nothing but s of 0 is equal to s of 1, which means at a 0th position you are going to assign the s of 1 value, that is O. So you can say s of 0, that is at 0th position you are going to assign O, because the s of 1 position we have the letter that is O. So O is assigned to s of 0 position. So next thing is s of I plus 1 equal to t. So you can say s of I plus 1 is nothing but s of 1 which is assigned with the t. So what is t? T is nothing but it's a capital C. So you can see that the two letters are, that is exchanged, like O is assigned to the 0th position and C is assigned to the first position. So now then you can say string becomes O and C. So similarly next I is incremented, that is I is equal to I plus 2. So I is equal to I plus 2. So initially I was 0 plus 2, you can say it is 2. So now I is equal to 2, again 2 is less than 11, that is len minus 1, it is condition is true. Again t is equal to s of I. So s of I is nothing but it is 2 now. So you can say s of 2 is equal to, so you can say t is equal to s of I. So t is assigned with the, like t is assigned with s of 2. So what is the value of s of 2? Here you can observe the value of s of 2 is nothing but d. So you can say t is equal to s of 2, that is t is assigned with the d. So t is equal to d, you can say. So next thing is again s of I equal to s of I plus 1. So s of I is s of 2 is assigned with s of 3. So it is s of 3. S of 3 is nothing but e. So s of 2 becomes e, and similarly s of 3 becomes t. So t is nothing but d. So again you can say at the, so s of 3 is assigned with d and s of 2, that is you can say at the second position you are going to assign e, and at a third position you are going to assign d. So that is there is a change in the position, that is e and d are reversed. E and d are reversed, that is de becomes ed, and similarly you can check. Now again I is incremented, so I becomes 4. So at fourth position we have d. Similarly t is equal to s of I. So s of 4 is nothing but that is t. So t is assigned with d. Then s of 4 equal to s of 5. So at the fifth position we have capital M. So capital M is assigned with s of 4. Then after that s of 5 is assigned with t. That is you can say again these both are reversed. That is we have M at a fourth position as well as followed by D. So similarly you can say the two letters are exchanged, but till you are going to do this, till again I is incremented. Now at this condition I becomes 6. So again 6, so I is 6. So t is equal to s of I, that is t is assigned with e. Similarly s of I equal to s of I plus 1, that is s of 6 is assigned with s of 7. So s of 7 we have value s. So s is assigned with s of 7. So the next thing is that again I plus 1 is assigned with t. So again these both are exchanged. So that is md is exchanged. Now again se. Similarly you can see a and s are exchanged. Then after that e as well as g. So this is the, for first for loop we have obtained this. So again we have one more for loop. So we have one more for loop. So this is the one more for loop. So again you are going to see. So here once it becomes like, so I will reach 11. So 11 is less than 11, condition becomes false. So it comes out of this for loop. So next again for loop we have one more for loop where I is equal to 1. So you can say I is 1. Then whether I, that is 1 is less than len. So it is the length of the string, that is 12. So then after that if s of I, you can say like s of 1. If it is so s of 1, so at s of 1. So again now you need to consider this string. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So you can say you can assign a value. like 0, 1 position, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well as 11. So again S of 1 is greater than equal to A. What is S of 1? At S of 1 position we have capital C. So whether capital C, you need to satisfy both the conditions since we have AND. So S of I, that is S of 1 position we have C, whether C it lies within the range, like it is greater than equal to A as well as less than equal to Z, which means whether the capital C lies within the range A to Z, so condition is true. So if the condition is true, then we have S of I equal to at. So at S of 1th position you are going to replace it with at. So then after that else is not executed. So if is executed, then else will not be executed. So if the condition is false, then else will be executed. So now you can see at the C position we are replaced it with at. So now at C is replaced with at. You can say like O at, then followed by, so O at, then again I is incremented, so I equal to I plus 2. So now I becomes 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. So at the second position you are going to write as it is. So we have E as it is, you need to write. So next it will check for third position, that is at S of 3. So you can say at S of 3 we have D. Again it checks for a condition, that is if S of, that is this is a small d. So whether D lies within the range A to capital Z, condition is false because we have small letter d. So this cannot be, that is small d cannot lie within the capital A to Z, so condition becomes false. Then else is executed. So else is S of I minus equal to 32. So S of I minus equal to 32 means, so you can say the small letters are replaced by capital letters. So small letters are replaced by capital letters. So therefore you can say that is S of, so in the S of third position you can say you are going to replace the small d with the capital D, because small d at the third position we have small d, it is replaced with a capital D. So this becomes capital D. So again next thing is M, you are going to check. So now you need to keep M as it is because I is incremented. Now I becomes I plus 2. So I is equal to I plus 2 means 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. It will check for fifth position. So fourth position M you are going to write as it is. So at a fifth position you are going to check D. So whether D lies within the range A to Z, condition becomes false because it is a small d. Again else is executed. So S of 5 minus equal to 32 means the small d, S of 5 is small d, which is converted to capital D. So this will be capital D. Similarly you are going to check for, next thing is you are going to write S as it is. So again I is equal to I plus 2, that is 5 plus 2 becomes 7. You are going to check for 7th position, we have E. So again E doesn't lies within the capital A to Z, condition becomes false. Again S of 7 minus equal to 32, which is equal to E is replaced with a capital E. So similarly I is incremented. Now at this condition I becomes 9. So I becomes 9 at this condition. So again you are going to check. So next again you are going to check. Now I is 9. So at the 9th position we have S, but at the 8th position A, that is you are going to write A as it is. So at 9th position we have S. Again you are going to check whether the S lies within the range A to Z. We have small s, it doesn't lies. Again it is converted to capital S. Similarly I is incremented, so now I becomes 11. So the 10th position E is kept as it is. So next thing is G we have. So now the G, it doesn't lie within A to Z. So condition becomes false, else is executed. So that is S of 11 minus equal to 32, which means the small g is replaced with capital G. So this is what the tracing will give us the output. So after that you are going to print f percentage s comma word. So this is the word which you need to print. So after that you are going to return 0. So we have obtained, that is O followed by at E capital D M capital D S E A S E as well as G. So this is the answer for this. You can say this is the output for the given code. So thank you friends for watching, and do subscribe our channel for more updates.